You wouldn't believe how important sleep is to making gains. Sleep is extremely important. You need at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep if you're going to be making any sort of improvements. And that includes losing weight. If you want to lose weight, your body needs to be able to recover. Your body needs to be able to rest. And if it's not able to rest, if you're not able to sleep and you're not getting the right amount of sleep, you're not going to see any results, at least going towards what you want as far as weight loss, because that affects your hormones, not being able to sleep. And when your hormones are affected, guess what? You're going to gain or lose weight erratically. That's just what's going to happen. So make sure you guys are getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep. I always recommend sleeping in a room that's 65 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. That seems to be the most ideal temperature to sleep at. What I also do is I'll take like a warm bath before bed, like a pretty warm bath. That way, when you're in the bath, all of the heat is trying to escape your body because you're submerged in hot water. And since it can't, it's kind of just stuck, right? And kind of like it's going and transferring to the hot water, don't get me wrong, but since the hot water is hotter than the heat that's trying to escape your body, it's kind of not working out, right? But when you get out of a hot bath, there's a massive thermal dump that happens. Your body, it releases all of that hot energy, all of that heat, right? And so once your body releases all that heat, that allows your core temperature, your internal temperature to drop significantly, which then helps when you're sleeping. It helps put you in a deep sleep because your core temperature is now low. You're not heated up. So I always recommend taking a warm bath before sleeping at 65 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. You can take melatonin before bed as well, or with dinner. You can take magnesium with dinner and before bed. That kind of helps out. I believe magnesium glycinate is the best. I would do the research on that because I'm not a pharmaceutical technician. I'm not a supplemental coach. I do know supplementation very heavily, but I'm not in depth with like sleep and things like that. My sleep is pretty optimized with just what I'm doing, so I really only know what works for me as far as that, but find what works for you. But make sure you're doing the research. Go on Google Scholar. That's the best place you can go to be able to find proper research for anything that you're trying out. That's like the best. That's like the best basic deadline active, good version of what I can give you for a sleep manual. That's pretty much all you really need to optimize your sleep. And eating like 2 hours before bed for dinner, make sure it's like 2 hours or more. If it's less than 2 hours before bed, you are going to digest your food rather than recover overnight, because your body's going to be putting all that energy towards digesting your food, because you still have food in your stomach, and so that's kind of gonna affect where your energy is going. You don't want it to affect where your energy is going, so you want to make sure you're eating at the right time, so that way you're not overly digesting food while you're sleeping. It allows you to recover. It allows you to go towards that fat loss or that muscle gain, whatever your goal is. Make sure you're optimizing your sleep, guys.